And we have to be Mordecai's, friend. Most evangelical believers don't even pay any attention to this book, but they need to. Vashti did not keep herself in the love of the king, and she missed out. Can you imagine? Here she was, a queen, and now she can't even get in the presence of the king anymore. She's locked out. You got to think again about this, Vashti, about your decision to not answer the call of Moshiach HaMelech. When he calls you, you better come, lest he, dismiss you from his presence forever. A lot of people are playing games with Moshiach right now. They're not doing what those girls were doing. Listen, those girls were making themselves ready. They were making their calling sure. They were, all kinds of cosmetics and rubbings and all kinds of preparations to go before the king. Listen, we must all stand before the judgment seat. We all have to go before the king, but we got to get ourselves ready. He's looking for a bride without spot or wrinkle. And the unseen hand of Elohim Ha'av is there in the book of Esther. He's also in your life. Now, here we are in a wicked country. The transgender tattooed Americans are demurring. They're pulling a little Vashti. They're being called, but they're not answering the call. The clock is ticking. Vashti's in her dressing room. The king is calling her. Is she going to come out or not? He wants to see the crown on her head. He wants to see her beauty. He wants her out there in front of his nobles. She's not coming. There are barefoot Africans that are streaming into the kingdom right now. There are Chinese people in underground congregations that are streaming into the kingdom right now. But in America, we have this Vashti, a Vashti country. Listen, the chosen bride is Tav Het Tav instead of Vashti. Esther chapter 2, verse 4. You remember that parable that Yeshua gives about the great banquet? The people are invited. All these Vashtis are invited, and all these Vashtis make excuses, and they won't obey the call. So what does the king do? He goes out into the highways and byways, and he brings all these people in, the maimed, the blind, the refuse of society, the people in the prisons, the people that nobody wants, and they take their place. And in this book, there is a general call into all the provinces. Bring me the beautiful women. This woman doesn't want to be queen, apparently. She's not compliant. And so we're gonna have her replaced. Just as Moshiach replaced us, friend, it says, all we like sheep have gone astray. He was wounded for our transgressions. His nephesh replaced our nephesh. None of those who were invited but demurred will taste my dinner. That's what the parable says. Go back and read Luke chapter 14, verses 15 to 23. And think about this. God can show his wrath. And he can shut Vashti out of his presence forever. And he can make known the riches of his glory and give these lavish gifts in honor of his chosen bride, Esther. God can do that. As far as we know, Esther, holy and blameless, friend, she takes nothing with her. Listen, just as I am without one plea, you don't take anything with you. You came into this world without anything, and you're going to leave this world without anything. So don't talk to me about meriting anything. Don't talk to me about the maaseh hamitzvot, the works. God had from the beginning chosen you to salvation, not through works, but through sanctification of the Ruach HaKodesh and belief in the truth. I'm talking about the truth. I'm not just talking about a